session we are going to have with Mr. Darpan Vasudev is present here. Sir is from Telangana, Hyderabad, and a renowned motivational speaker. Sir has specially come here to motivate all of us and so that we can have a good start of the next session, upcoming session, and we can go ahead with full of energy and all whatever apprehensions are there in our mind, we can just kick them off out of your mind and we can go ahead with the positivity. So without further ado, I would request Mr. Darpan Vasudev to start the session. Thank you so much, everyone.
This mic is not functioning. That's on. Am I audible without the mic?
Yes, sir.
Don't nod your head because you don't want to listen to me. Nevertheless, I'll use the mic in case, because I generally don't like that. So if I'm audible, then I'll get away.
No, with the mic.
It's better?
Sounding better.
Sir, can you help me with this? Teacher. One of the most painful things is to sit there because you're used to giving lectures and giving commands, expecting people to write. And I want to see what is your patience level. Trust me, if you all listen to me carefully, you will have a wonderful time. Not to listen to me, but to listen to yourself. Right? I'll have to say this in utmost humility. These kind of sessions are not available in India. We've been bringing in this recently. I have a huge team which does all this. But Poonamjit ma'am and I are very old associates, and we've been discussing to do this session. Now, whether it's your good luck that I'm doing this session or not, you'll get to know. I assure you, if you listen to me carefully, you will have a wonderful time. Now, are we writing something? No. So there's no reading and writing in this session. In case there are books and pens and papers or whatever, please put them aside. Can we keep the medium of communication as English, or you want me to switch to Hindi? आप चाहो तो मैं हिंदी में भी बोलूँगा. Bilingual, trilingual, कभी-कभी पंजाबी भी करता हूँ. और मैं ज़रूर try करूँगा. मैं actually I'm a Punjabi, but living in Hyderabad for many years. All our Punjabi Hindi is gone for a toss. You can understand. Because we speak mostly in English or Hindi. My name is Darpan Vasudev. Only if you like interacting with me, I'd love you to please join me on Instagram or YouTube or Google, Facebook. Darpan Vasudev. Instagram mostly because most of our content is there. I have recently set a world record of highest number of inspirational quotes written by in India. And this is going to be no Gyan ki baat, this is going to be your baat. Trust me, you will get so immersed, provided you listen to me carefully. Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Every few minutes I'm going to ask you, are you listening to me? If you say yes, you are not listening. Every time I ask you, are you listening to me, you will put your hand on your heart. Please put your hand on your heart. And loudly say, Khushman, I am a teacher.
I am a teacher.
जोर से बोलना आपने, ठीक है? Excellent. So every few minutes I'm going to ask you, are you listening to me? If you say yes or no, that means you're not paying attention. I can ask all of you in common, or suddenly come and ask, ma'am, आप मेरी बात सुन रहे हो? और आप बोलो, हाँ, इसका मतलब? You have to either say it, right? And if you like interacting, this kind of interaction, this style of this methodology of interaction, and maybe you can take bits and pieces of this and replicate that in your teaching as well. This session has got nothing to do with how to be a good teacher, how to be an effective teacher, mathematics, science, nothing. It's all about personal effectiveness. I don't know if you've seen the banner, it says highly introspective teacher. Like ऐसा इंसान जो अपने अंदर जानता है. Because at the end of all, it's all about who you are. And once you're able to identify that, you can be a wonderful teacher, a mother, a father, son-in-law, daughter-in-law. Daughter-in-law doubtful है.
Why, sir?
हाँ, मतलब हमारे हिसाब से बन जाता है, आगे वालों को कभी वो तसल्ली नहीं होती. And these are all, ma'am, nothing personal against anybody. These are all general things to get some humor into. Are you listening to me? Please do not forget. And see, we are so getting lost. This session is about awareness, about self-awareness. थोड़ी देर के बाद आप खुद हैरान हो. Ma'am, may I request some of the teachers to come here and occupy these chairs instead of having to sit there. The ones in the advantage to be the DNA of Punjab and getting formal education from South. It's an advantage. But coming back to your own land is, I can't tell you, it's beyond words. So, I still don't believe that you will listen. See, our brain is a complicated thing. हमको ऐसा लगता है कि हम सुन रहे हैं, right? Half of the messages are coming here, half of them are getting internalized, absorbed, half of it is being rejected. Because हमारे दिमाग में ये चल रहा है, ये तो मुझे आता है, ये तो मुझे पता है, इसमें कौन सी नई बात है. When we say such things, we don't absorb information, right? And I am positive, 100% sure जब आपको बोला गया था कि आपका टीचर से वर्कशॉप है, I'm sure you must have thought कि और जाने के टाइम पे ये क्या पकाने आ गया, right? But if you listen to it carefully, it's my assurance, you will say this is one of the most beautiful sessions of your life. Okay? May I request all of you to please stand up. What I was telling ma'am during the lunch hour, Pumanjit ma'am and a couple of my associates keep discussing is that according to me, education means a transformation in somebody's thought process. इंसान के बोल चाल में, उसके सोच में, उनके चाल में बदलाव आए तो एजुकेशन, right? And which is why there's no script, no PowerPoint presentation, nothing that I'm taking from reading. It's going to be a mind-to-mind, heart-to-heart, soul-to-soul conversation. जो भी मैं बोलूँ आपकी आत्मा में उतरनी चाहिए, क्योंकि आपकी आत्मा की आवाज़ है. लेकिन अपनी आत्मा को जागृत करने के लिए, to enhance the absorption power, the listening power, and comprehension power, we're going to do a small activity to see whether you're listening to me carefully or not. There's a difference between hearing and listening. ठीक है? कहीं हल्की से हमको AC की आवाज भी आ रही है. But we are not supposed to listen to that. We're supposed to listen to yourself. I'll tell you what is it. Please put your hands like this. Dear ladies and gentlemen, teachers, faculty, all through our lives we knew this is open and this is closed. लेकिन आज के लिए हम बेवकूफ बन जाएंगे. When I say close, you will put your hand like this. When I say open, you will do this one. ठीक है? So this is closed, this is open. Open and closed, which means do the opposite. Okay? अभी थोड़ी देर में आपके दिमाग से सब कुछ निकल जाएगा and you will be only involved in this session and yourself. You have to tell yourself to focus hard that you are doing it the opposite. This is closed, this is open. Right? Put your hands like this. I will do whatever I feel like. Alright? Please look at me. Fine, ma'am? Fine, ma'am? Fine, sir? Ready? Okay. Close! Thank you. Now, put your hands here. Repeat after me. जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, repeat. बोलो, I have to focus.
I have to focus.
I have to focus.
I have to focus.
I have to focus harder.
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 Close. 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 Ma'am, please run, please run. Slightest of reaction is out. Open. Open. वह क्या था? अरे please sit down, both of you. Close. Ma'am, please sit down. Ma'am, please sit down. I said close. Open. Ma'am, please sit down. Ma'am, please sit down. Ma'am, please sit down. I said open. I said open. Open. Sir, please sit down. Close. Close. Ma'am, please sit down. I said close. Ma'am, I said close. Yes. Please sit down. Open. Close. Open. Yeah, please sit down. Okay, ma'am, please sit down. Close. 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 Yes, 1, 2. Open. Ma'am, please sit down. Close. Please sit down, ma'am. Ma'am, please sit down. I said close. Open. Open. Please sit down. Ma'am, you're both. So let's give it to these people who are sitting silent. Like last week, very good job. You are not a good listener because. Right. Sit straight. Try not to lean your back now. Try not to take rest. Try. मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि कोई सजा है. Try not to lean. Take rest. And dear teachers, once again I'm telling you, only if you like this session, because it's a unique one, I'm trying to get you involved. Unfortunately, I don't have my team members, they do a bit of groundwork. Only if you like doing the session, in the end, because after some time you will lose control of your mind. In the end, we will, whatever, hug each other, take selfie, talk, question, Q&A, all that we'll do in the end. Any doubt that's coming into your mind, please keep it for you. Okay? The only person who will do the talking is me, unless you've been asked to. Okay? Please put your hand on top of the other like this. Now repeat my actions. Do this. Hold your breath. Don't release it. And repeat. Say, I have to focus.
I have to focus.
I have to live in this moment.
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 Now release your breath. Now do it again. Please say, I have to focus.
I have to focus.
I have to focus.
I have to focus.
I have to live only in this moment.
I have to live only in this moment.
I do not need to think about anything.
I do not need to think about anything.
Now do this. Dear teachers, I'm going to tell you a story. Okay? A story of a teacher. As in, I'm going to tell you how you live your life. Okay? From April, then June, July, onwards to March. As in, when the school is on. Right? I'm not going to tell you your personal story, but typically how a teacher leads her life. Right? A routine of a teacher. You will be able to identify that with yourself. Okay? And I want you to visualize that. अपने आँखों के सामने आप देखो कि ये आप जिंदगी जीते हो कि नहीं. Right? When the school is on, right? Because we have all the time in the world to see what's happening around us, but we don't have the time to see what's happening inside of us. And that is the key. जिंदगी में आप जितने भी बड़े लोग देखोगे वो ना अपने आप को they know they're very very careful about what they talk, what they eat, how they move, everything. Because they analyze themselves. That's where we miss. And today's your opportunity, not just today. If God willing, as I said, I was telling ma'am, I'm planning to start our expansion in Chandigarh and Punjab. If you like this session, if you like this session, if you think that this is important for a teacher or any educator, then our confidence of the thought of expanding will increase. So the story of a teacher. Before I move forward, I like to ask a question. मैं आपसे सवाल पूछना चाहूँगा कि आपको क्या लगता है कि how is your imagination power? If I ask you to imagine something, can you imagine? Human mind has this beautiful capability. जैसे ही हम किसी चीज को imagine करते हैं, उसके visuals, उसके pictures हमारे सामने आने लग पड़ते हैं. अगर मैं आपको बोलूँ कि अपने favorite sweet को imagine करो, कि आपकी गोद में पड़ेगी. You think you can see that?
Yes.
अब मुझे डांट मत देना कि मतलब imagine करवा के छोड़ दिया. If I tell you to imagine your children in front of you or your parents if you are not married, will you be able to see your children and your parents? Yes. In the same breath, I'm telling you to please imagine your own life as I narrate a story of how life happens. Every time I ask you, are you listening to me?
Teacher.
Are you listening to me?
Teacher.
Yes. So, story of a teacher. Dear ladies, by default this seems to be getting a little ladies centric. औरतों पे ज़्यादा because औरतें ज़्यादा होती हैं, but सर आप लोगों को इग्नोर नहीं किया जाएगा, चिंता मत करिए. Because the numbers of lady teachers are higher. But I'll tell you how you lead your life every single day. Please sit straight and listen to me very very carefully. Every morning from Monday to Friday when the school is on, Saturday, whatever, all those days, you get up very early in the morning around 5:30 to start your day. Every time I ask you, is it correct? Yes. You will tap your lap like this. Please tell yourself. Every time I ask you, is it correct? As of the tap, you will tap your lap like this. Okay? So you get up around 5:30, 6 o'clock early in the morning, correct? To start your day. Hustle, bustle, running around, sara, bhagam, dode, kitchen mein jao, khana banao. Prepare your food. Make food for your children if you are a cook. Supervise her. Gentlemen, for you also it's a hard day working around, helping your wife, taking care of other things, sending your children off. How many of you are married? Please raise your hands. Why are you doubtful? Please see the doubt. Doubt. मैंने ये तो नहीं पूछा कि it's a happy marriage or not. That is none of my business. Right? So you are married. And how many of you have children officially? Right, straight. सब अब से सबका होता है, ऐसा बोलना बंद कर दीजिए. आपका है नहीं है बताइए बस. Right? हमको सारी दुनिया जान के पड़ी हुई होती है. सर सबको ऐसा लगता है, सबको नहीं. आपको क्या लगता है वो बोलो. So because I'm asking you because when you are married and you have kids, your life, your routine, your responsibilities go up many-fold, right? You have to take care of the children, pack their bags, pack their tiffin, ensure that their homework is done, ensure that you send them off to school, then you finish your work, pack your bags, ensure that your food is made, it's kept, whether you live with the in-laws or anybody, make sure that they are taken care of, and then you run towards the school. Do you agree? Loudly. अब स्कूल आने के बाद whether you take a bus, car, your own transport or somebody else's or the public transport or school provided transport, you come and second stage of madness starts. पागलपन शुरू होता है यहाँ से. Assembly. बच्चों के पीछे लाइन में खड़े रहो और just make sure that the kids are mindful, the kids are taken care of, accompany them to the classes and start taking your lecture or classroom sessions. Every single day, every single hour, every single minute, you have to be very, very careful because it's a matter of children. Children are from diverse personalities, they are from diverse thought processes, they are from diverse cultural backgrounds. कुछ बच्चे बहुत ज़्यादा attention मांगते हैं, कुछ बच्चे बिल्कुल attention देते ही नहीं हैं. Some children are hyperactive, some children are very dull. Some children don't pay attention, some children demand a lot of attention. Some kids are very, very arrogant. Some children are absolutely low on energy. But you have to make sure that you take everybody's attention and give the best education. That's because that is the purpose you are driven with. आपके दिमाग में है ये बात कि मेरा काम, मैं टीचर हूँ, देखो सब बच्चों को you don't have any disparity. किसी के बीच में भेदभाव नहीं रखते. आपको for you all the students are the students. You try to involve all of them. Take everybody's attention. Work harder and start taking your classes. First class. In second class, I want you to imagine your life in front of you. Are you listening to me?
Pushman,
Are you listening to me?
Pushman, I am a teacher.
Second class, then third class. How many classes do you take in a day? 7, 8? 8. Yeah, that's typically how it is across the country. Then third class, then fourth class, then there's an interval. Interval में आपको लगता है थोड़ा सा आराम मिलेगा. You start eating food. And even before you realize, the bell rings, you have to run back to the 5th class, 6th class, start taking classes, and be policeman. Parent orientation, annual day, sports day, this day, workshop like these, right? Which is obviously different from the daily routine, which is taking you off, which is shaking you from your basic routine of your day. You do take this Bible. By the time you come to the 3rd and 4th class, you have lost your energy, you are fatigued. You're stressed, you're tired. खड़े होके बोलता है. 4th क्लास में जाते जाते दिमाग में एक बार तो ख्याल आता है, फिर से क्लास लेनी पड़ेगी. God, 5th class, 6th class. And please speak your heart out. It's okay. There is a reason why we're doing this session. Don't think that director ma'am is here to मैं ना बोलूँ नहीं, मैं करती नहीं, मैं घबराती नहीं, मैं. Yeah. Just say I don't know the person. I can see that. But I'm saying don't. Just be open. Right? If it is tiring you, it is tiring you. What's wrong? So you give all your energy, finish 8 classes, attend to all these parent-teacher meetings, annual days, sports days, whatever it is, and then the bell rings of the chutti wala. What time is it? What time is it told? 3 p.m. Let's say, right? Then you go back on the bike, car, school transport, public transport, whatever it is, go back home. And the third madness starts there. Ladies, by this time our awareness levels are almost zero. We're living a dream. We are not living in reality. इतना ज़्यादा कि लेडीज जो सलवार कमीज पहनती है अंदर घुसते हैं, अपने दुपट्टा को यहाँ पर उठा के फेंक दिया, जहाँ पर भी जूते उठा के साइड में और किचन में घुस गए और बेडरूम में देखा मेरा बच्चा आ गया या नहीं. Attend to mother-in-law, attend to family, attend to husband, take care of the household chores. खाना बनाने की तैयारी करो, होमवर्क की तैयारी करो, बच्चों को पढ़ाओ और अपना जो स्कूल का असाइनमेंट है उसको कंप्लीट करो. WhatsApp पे जो messages आए हैं, finish that, start preparing for the next day. Sometimes then there are events, functions, marriages, all that, guests come over, I didn't do all of that. Life is sitting higher and higher. Do you agree to hear something? And then in the night you have to prepare dinner for people, even if you don't prepare it yourself, you have a cook, at least you are assisting them. Whatever. अब तक तो अंदर के अवेयरनेस लेवल गुस्सा उस लेवल पे चला गया, इतना ज्यादा कि रोटी बनाने के टाइम पे रोटी बेल रहे हो और दिमाग में चल रहा है अच्छी मेरी जिंदगी इसको बेहतर जानता और रात को बैठ के रोटियां बेलो उनके लिए. And then because of that sadness, the anger, not being consciously there, you serve the food to the family because you are not in the right state of mind. The food also doesn't come out well. खाना खाने वाला बोलता है छी ये क्या खाना बनाया है, आप किचन में अंदर घुसे होते हो फिर बोलते हो छी मेरी जिंदगी, एक तो पूरा दिन के लिए मेहनत करो और ये बोलते हैं हमारे. Are you listening to me? Dear teachers, you work so hard, finish, serve food to the family, eat yourself, put your children to sleep, take care of the whole house. And gentlemen, you have to lock the house, sometimes go get food for next day, take care of your children. And by the time you sleep, you are dead tired. You tell yourself, thank God, सोने को मिल रहा है. You sleep for, you think you are going to sleep for 7 hours, but जितने देर की नींद होती है ऐसा लगता है 2 घंटे हो 3 घंटे. The alarm rings 5:30, and the life is again to the same. इतना ज़्यादा वो रूटीन में आप घुस गए हो कि if I ask you, ma'am, since how many years are you teaching? 15, 16 years. If I tell you to recall the first few years, 1 or 2 years, and to now, suddenly आपको देखना है 15 साल हो गए, पता है कि नहीं? And you get so attached to your children, the students that you're working, you're so emotionally bonded, so psychologically bonded with these students that you're teaching, that sometimes you see those children even in your dreams. कभी आपने अपने स्टूडेंट्स को सपनों में देखा है? ऐसा नहीं था, शैतान. इतना क्लोज बॉन्ड है, इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग कमिटमेंट है. We are so devoted towards our profession, but one day. So I'm going to give you 4 instances that can happen in your life. Everything will be based on 4 things. One day what happens is there is a parent-teacher meet with all this hard work you put in. During the parent-teacher meet, one of the parents or couple of parents come and tell director ma'am or principal ma'am कि कैसी टीचर रखी हुई है आपने, उनको पढ़ाने नहीं आता, मेरा बच्चा पढ़ ही नहीं रहा. हमको हैरानी हो रही है, हम इतना फीस क्यों भर रहे हैं, right? What's the point? Are you sure you have the right teacher? मुझे तो बहुत complaints आती हैं. You get to know this, that a parent or a couple of parents have spoken really nasty about you, that you are not a competent teacher, that you don't have it in you, you're not a good teacher. The moment you get to hear, do you feel good or bad? बोलो से बोलिए, good or bad? Bad or horrible? उस टाइम पे ऐसा लगता है छोड़ ही दूं ये टीचर की नौकरी है. I do so much for my children, for my students. Everybody is happy. I don't know what can I do to make sure that my students are happy or the parents are happy. These are the thoughts that come into our mind. Yes, yes. Right. Second instance. One day, ladies and gentlemen, your husband or your wife has gone to a wedding or a function, and your husband or wife has been asked by somebody else कि आपकी बीवी आपके पति क्या करते हैं. So आपका पति या आपकी बीवी बोलते हैं, आपके हस्बैंड या उनके वाइफ बोलते हैं कि वो एक टीचर है. आगे वाला बोलता है टीचर, वो क्या नौकरी होती है, वो भी कोई काम है, कितना पैसा कमाती होगी, या तो टाइम पास कर रही होगी और क्या, चलो जाए आ जाओ. Moment you get to hear that people look down upon as a teacher profession, and people think that's nothing, you earn nothing, right? Actually, you're just whiling away your time. Somebody looks down upon you as a teacher or the profession of being a teacher. Do you feel good or bad? Bad or very bad? Horrible. बोलते हैं यार इतना मैंने क्या करते, कमा ही रहे हो ना, किसी का खून किया है क्या मैंने. Third instance. One day your mood is very bad in the school. Ladies and gentlemen, both of you, you work hard, but some things are not going right. तो आप ये सोचते हो कि यार पता नहीं क्या करूँ, how do I be happy? What I do is I'll go home and make my child's favorite food and let me see some smile on his face. और जेंटलमैन व्हाट यू विल डू इज मैं बाहर से खाना लेके जाऊं अपने बच्चे के लिए ताकि मेरे बच्चे के चेहरे पे खुशी उसी खुशी देख के मैं खुश हो जाऊं. So what ladies do is they generally make a beautiful paratha or a sweet or whatever and serve it to your child, but the child says, "Mama आपको तो खाना बनाना आते नहीं." वो आंटी को देखो कितना अच्छा बनाती है. और जेंटलमैन आपका आप अपने बच्चे को खाना खिलाते हो, कहीं से बाहर लेके आता हो, बोला पापा क्या से लेके आया हो? ये वाला पनीर. मेरे दोस्त के पापा हैं, वो तो बड़े बड़े होटल लेके जाते हैं. When your child compares you with some other parent, after putting in all the efforts and giving all the love, how do you feel? Good or bad? Bad or horrible? Please sit straight. Put your one hand on top of the other. Take 2 long breaths. And please recall one of these instances. जो मैंने आपको भी बताया, some parent talking about you, your child comparing you with somebody else, and somebody saying, teacher profession, not good. होता सबके साथ. 4th instance, even better this is. One day you are passing by the lobby or from Punamjeet Man's cabin, and you get to hear one of the ladies or gentlemen from this group who happens to be a very very good friend of yours. आपके मुंह पे तो आई मेरी दोस्त, मेरी जान, मेरी दिल, तू है तो मेरी जिंदगी, अदरवाइज मैं अधूरी. आगे के पीछे से आपके बारे में उल्टा सीधा बोल रहा है या बोल रही है जो, right? You are in shock that this person who's been so very hunky-dory, sweetie, on my face, I've been talking such a crap and rubbish about me behind my back. You feel good or bad? Horrible. रात को नींद नहीं आती. ऐसा लगता है आपसे कभी जिंदगी में भरोसा नहीं करना किसी पे. There are no friends in this world. There are only enemies. The worst animal on this planet is human being. You feel bad? It hurts you, right? Sometimes days, months go by. You stop trusting people. Are you listening to me? So how many of you agree, genuinely, if you do, tap your lap, that others' words can be like poison. They can really get us a bullet. दूसरों की बातों से हमको दुख होता है. कौन कौन अग्री करता है? हाथ खड़ा करें. होता ना? तो प्लीज अपने आप को ये झूठ बोलना बंद करो. We never get affected with others' words ever. That is what we're going to clean, and I'll tell you why this is important in the context of being a teacher. We never get affected by others' words. We get affected by our own words. Right? So don't worry, I will complete the session. This is a very, very deep spiritual session, but if you take all this, in just a little while, I'm going to take control of your mind. You will forget where you are. I'll tell you what it means. Ma'am, you're the youngest or gorgeous one, so मैं आपको आज target बना के रखता हूँ. Could you please get up? I think you're a new teacher. No. She was introduced. Others don't need to talk. मैंने उनसे पूछा ना, नहीं वो अभी join किए हैं, उन्होंने कहा नहीं. हमारे देख, I'll tell you why these things actually hurt us. Ma'am, what's your name? Shruti. Shruti, ma'am, nothing against you. I don't know you. I know nobody here. Just I spotted you, so this is an example. So let's say Shruti ma'am is sitting like this. What do you teach, ma'am?
English.
English. Let's say she's sitting like this. I come and make a random comment कि ये जो कलर आपने पहना है बहुत ही भद्दा है, गंदा सा. Ma'am, you're looking ultra gorgeous. Okay, this is just an example, right? और मैं 2-3 बार बोलता हूँ कि क्या अच्छा लगता है, क्या कर रहा हूँ. I say I do my session tomorrow. I leave to Hyderabad. Ma'am starts thinking about it. ऐसे कैसे बोल दिया इसने? क्यों लगा यार इतना अच्छा लग रही हूँ? Are you married? हाँ. So आप अपने मदर को या दोस्त को किसी को जाके बोलते हो मैं लुकिंग fantastic, मैंने नया बात. And then she goes to this man to ask, what's her name, ma'am? Rima. Okay, Rima. Shruti ma'am, please now. So she goes, please. So she goes and asks, Rima ma'am, पता नहीं कैसा लग रहा है? So she says, मैं भी बहुत बिजी हूँ, मेरे को तंग मत कर. Now she is finished from inside. दर्पण ने बोला गंदा है, इन्होंने ठीक से रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं किया, पक्का कोई गड़बड़ है तेरे अंदर. Then she walks up to this man. Ma'am, what's your name? Upasna ma'am. And asks, ma'am, please, आप बिजी हो मैं जानती हूँ, लेकिन बताओ मैं कैसी लग रही हूँ. उपासना ठीक है, क्या हुआ? Now she's like, "Mera jina hi dekha hai." I heard her or she heard herself?
She heard herself.
Because I said it once and she kept thinking about it again and again and again. But it's natural. जिस भी कमरे में थोड़ी सी भी गंदगी होती है उसमें कीड़े जल्दी आते हैं। उस दिमाग में जिसमें गंदगी है या इंजरी है उसमें कीड़ा जल्दी आता है और जल्दी दबा देता है। दिमाग को क्लीन करना होता है, लेकिन ब्रेन हैज सम इंजरीज। हम सब के लाइफ में कोई ना कोई ऐसी घटना घटी होती है, there must be some incident that shook us from the core, that hurt us, some a void that is just becoming worse by the day. कोई ऐसा अंदर से घाव है जो पूरा नहीं होता। Please sit straight. Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? Please put your one hand on top of the other like this. Take 2 long breaths and repeat after me. Say, I have to focus. I have to live in this moment. I have to only think about myself. So, there are injuries in our brain which are horrible, unrepairable, irreversible. और वो इंजरी जब इंसान को होती है उसके बाद हमारे को कोई कुछ भी बोलता है तो बहुत चोट होती है। That injury, 4 types. First injury could be the most grave one is a death of a family member. कोई ऐसा इंसान जिसे आप बहुत दिल से प्यार करते हैं, दिल से प्यार करना बहुत ही कहावती स्टाइल है, बहुत पोएटिक स्टाइल है। What it means is that there is a side of our brain. I'm sorry, I have to take this one. Hello? Very sorry. So, pyar is like a, very poetic. There is one side of our brain which is slightly weak and it gets completed only with another person. जब तक वो इंसान हमारी जिंदगी में हमको ऐसा लगता है कि हम शक्तिशाली, we feel powerful, and in most cases it's our parents, father या mother जिनसे, क्योंकि they are the ones who brought us into this world from the time we started walking, crawling. They held our hand, they made us feel powerful, they gave us encouragement, they are the ones who are support, pillar, everything. One day that person is gone to the heavenly abode, छोड़ के चला गया. For years together, we are not able to believe that injury is getting worse and worse. अंदर से वो दुख खत्म होता जा रहा है, आपको ऐसा लगता है वो इंसान अभी भी सॉफ्ट है, वो नहीं है, तो ऐसा लगता है कि we are incomplete. जिंदगी में जब भी दुख होता है उस इंसान को जाके हम बोलते हैं, वो इंसान बोलता है कोई बात नहीं बेटा मैं तेरे साथ हूँ, हमको ऐसा लगता है very nice, and the moment we have some happiness in life, till the time we don't share with that person, we feel like that happiness is incomplete. And just to suddenly start, we are not able to come to terms कि वो इंसान मेरी जिंदगी में है ही नहीं. That is one type of injury. Second type of injury. Are you listening to me? Second type of injury is probably a financial difficulty. You're working very hard, but unfortunately you're not able to get your ends to meet. पैसा पूरा नहीं हो रहा, तकलीफ है. Third type of injury could be an ailment or a disease of some person. हमारे घर में कोई ऐसा इंसान है जो बहुत बीमार पड़ा हो, जिसे हम बहुत प्यार करते हैं, उसके we're putting in all the money, energy, effort, but still the disease is only deteriorating. The health is only deteriorating, it's not getting better. Fourth type of injury is an unfulfilled desire. कोई ऐसी तमन्ना जो हमारी पूरी नहीं हुई. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes what happens is that we want to study further, but for ladies we have a marital obligation, शादी करते वो तमन्ना वैसे ही रह गई. For gentlemen we wanted to study, but financial obligation, माँ बाप को पालना है, पैसा बनाना है, तो वो तमन्ना ऐसे ही. Because that desire is unfulfilled, it keeps bothering us. We think it's the words of others, but it is that injury that is causing all this problem. There are some injuries which are irreparable, irreversible. But there are ways to live it, manage it. If we don't focus on that, the injury will keep bothering us. And we will think that it is because of other people. Are you listening to me? Please sit straight. Are you listening to me? Please put your hand on your heart. Keep your hand on your heart. And repeat after me. Say, I have to focus.
I have to focus.
I have to think about my life.
I have to think about my life.
Take one long breath. Please hold it there. And ask yourself, आपकी जिंदगी का कौन सा गम है What is that sadness? What is that incident? What is that injury which is in your mind really, really strong? Something that you're not able to get in terms. On a count of 3, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and listen to what I'm saying very, very carefully. Sabi, are you ready? Play number 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Please close your eyes. All of you. Please close your eyes. Light you. Okay. Dear teachers, I want to ask yourself, ऐसा कौन सा इंसान है जिसको बहुत बुरी तरह से मिस करते हो? Who is that person who you used to love very, very dearly is no more? Which is that unfulfilled desire? What is that thing that bothers you the most from inside? Who hurts your feelings? Whose troubles are troubling you? Who is that person you are missing very, very, very badly? उसके बिना आप अधूरे हो. You're absolutely empty. There's a void that is inside you. Thank you very much. Please open your eyes. It's a part of the session. I know some ladies will cry. I can see a lot of them. Ma'am, you can drink water. Please. Ma'am, I also need water, ma'am. Ma'am, if you want to go to the washroom, yes, I'm extremely sorry for making it so serious. But don't worry, just a little while, the tone will change. You'll all feel very good from inside. Ma'am, you want to go to work? Okay, sure, ma'am. Ma'am, this is a part of the therapy. Just some time, you'll be fine. Yeah, Poonam ma'am, maybe please join us. Yeah, please be here. Let's not break the rhythm of the session.
Yeah.
Ma'am, are you okay, ma'am? Ma'am, please don't do that. I don't want, no, ma'am. Except giving water, nobody else comes, please. Nothing else. No, don't worry. Okay. May I request all of you to sit straight? As I said, in just a few minutes, everything is going to change. I've done this thousands of times. There could be some very, very, very bad incidents in your life which I don't know personally. I'm really sorry for bringing that up, but there is a reason why we're doing this. Is there anybody who wants to share the reason of this deep sorrow? मैम आप बताना चाहेंगे किस लिए आप इतना बताने से you will only feel lighter, please. I can, please. I respect that. That's okay.
I would like to share.
Sure, ma'am, please. I respect that.
In 2011, around 13 years back, I was in college and I met with a very major road accident and which landed me up in the ICU, and I was in ICU for almost a year and I was in coma as well. And the doctor told very clearly to my family that we are just putting her on ICU on ventilator. The moment we remove the ventilator, she will be no more. And the pain I was going through, my parents were not able to see that anymore, and they requested the doctor that please remove her from the ventilator because we are not able to see her suffering so much. And for 1 year, I went through 8 surgeries, which included 6 plastic and maxillofacial surgery. And I had a very different phase by that time. And for 2 years, doctor told my parents that don't show her the mirror, otherwise she will not be able to accept her new face. And when I saw the mirror after almost 3 years, I was not able to accept my new face.
आप में से किस-किस को इनकी स्टोरी पता थी? क्योंकि देख के पता चलता है कि ऐसा है। Let's give it one loudly for ma'am.
And I
just joined us. We are all here.
And I had the willpower that I need to, because those 3 years I was just surviving on liquid. I did not eat anything. I was not able to work. I was not able to talk. Whatever conversation I was having with the doctor, it was to remote. And those doctors are from Chennai because my parents took me to everywhere. Chandigarh, Amritsar, Bihar, everywhere. But then Chennai, there is a government hospital, and those doctors are still in touch with me, and they give my example to all the patients, because whatever position I was in that moment when I was only 19 years old, I had that power. And the moment I was able to talk, after 2 months I joined office to work, just because I wanted to show myself that I'm still able to live my life on my own terms.
Excellent.
We are so proud and we are so happy that you joined us. We need courageous people like you around to tell us we need the courage. Thank you, thank you. We're very proud of you.
I think for the first time I'm very emotional because the story is so inspiring. हमको कोई छोटी-मोटी चोट लग जाती है ना, we get so scared inside, when we think what happened. But this is true spirit, genuinely, man, genuine respect for you. Okay, please sit straight. Wounds never heal completely. Only thing is getting about. Yeah, this is what happens in
story
Delhi.
is incomplete. It all happened because I rejected someone's proposal when I was in college.
Oh God.
And that guy hit me very bad. It was all because I rejected the proposal.
I 100% sure, man, that he is going to face the worst in his life. 100%. You are not the loser, it's him. ये कोई ज्ञान की बात नहीं, it's reality. This is what happens. I have minor injury in 2012 when man was telling about ligament tear. 2012 I had an injury, all ligaments broken. Even now I feel uncomfortable after almost 12 years. Still I'm not able to stand straight. Same thing happens in our brain. When you have an injury, somebody comes and touches that. So if somebody hits me here, it will pain more because there's an injury already. At that time I come and tell, man, your clothes are not looking good, it will bother you. Because there's an injury inside. It's not me, it's the internal injury. Are you listening to me? Dear teachers, now we're going to change the pattern, the tone, the emotion of this session. I was asking you, how does it feel when somebody speaks bad about you? Parents come and say that you're not a good teacher. Somebody looks down upon you as a teacher, or your own children say that you are not a good mother, good father. You said extremely bad, horrible from inside. I told you that is not them. Now I'm going to clarify how it affects and how it is extremely important, much more than being a great mathematics teacher, much more than being a great English teacher. It's the human emotions that we drive, because we are dealing with human emotions with our students. If your emotions are good, ma'am pointed out in the morning, my older daughter who was supposed to join me, she's from 4-5 years, has been having a lot of health issues. God's grace, these are not some severe issues, they're all lifestyle issues. They have to be managed, but unfortunately she is not doing it. We have to drop her at the last moment. But is it showing on her face? I know, I've been in touch with her, asking younger ones on a trek, older ones are unwell. I'm trying to be in touch, but that cannot affect my way of coming across to you, right? That energy is what we're going to talk about. I told you about 4 things that affect us. Now I'm going to tell you 4 things that we have to remind ourselves. Dear ladies and gentlemen, once again the same question. By the 6th or 7th class you are taking a session. Do you agree that your body gets tired? Say yes or no. Yes or no? Loudly, yes or no?
Yes.
So the answer is no. Body never gets tired. Mind gets tired is something that we've heard 100 times, but that's what we're going to elaborate now. Alright? If you think the mind gets tired, first let me show you a video to clarify it's not the mind, it's not the body, and then I will have a conversation. Dear ma'am, can you play number 2?
I'm just like the other kids. I'm just like them.
Linda Bannon and her son Timmy suffer from a rare condition that left them born without arms.
Shirt out or in.
But despite their circumstances, the mother and son from Illinois refuse to let their disabilities stop them from living life to the full. Affecting only 1 in 100,000 people, Linda suffers from Holt-Oram syndrome, which also causes heart problems. But that didn't stop 35-year-old Linda living a normal life growing up.
Being born without arms probably, from my perspective, hasn't really affected my life that much, because it never really occurred to me growing up that I was that much different than anybody else.
In 2003, Linda met future husband Richard, and when she fell pregnant, doctors made the couple aware that any child could be born with Linda's condition.
Can you pause it,
Going
please?
through all the checkups that parent.
Are you seeing this video? The lady is born without the arms, right? She's lived her life with so much of grace, strength, courage. Now the voiceover says, the gentleman, that when they decide to get married and have a child, they were told clearly the child will also be born the same. Right? Imagine how horrifying it is for a woman to even imagine that the offspring is going to be again, especially you, right? But they say, we will have a child. Please continue.
Go through when they're expecting a baby. We were given the option to terminate the pregnancy, but it was never even a consideration of ours. We want a family, we want to have a baby.
Timmy suffered with severe heart problems when he was born. At just 8 days old, he was rushed into surgery and spent the first 2 months of his life in intensive care. But despite his difficult start in life, like his mother, Timmy would not allow his disability to get in the way.
Yeah, that was amazing!
The pair refuse to wear prosthetic limbs and insist their conditions have never held them back, whether it's cooking, getting dressed, or playing video games.
Oh, I love this one.
While Linda does everything she can to maintain her independence, Richard is always ready to help out.
I do have to help in the bathroom. Other than that, the other stuff that I help with, she can do herself, but...
Let's give it to her for the spirit. Indomitable spirit. But of course, you might think, Patiya Samila, you might think that she's a Brit. One thing you remember, only those kind of people in your life will come exactly the way you are. अगर आप बोले बैठे हो मेरे पास कुछ भी नहीं है, I am hopeless. Only hopeless, helpless people will come in your life. But when you show that indomitable spirit, the courage, then courageous people will come in your life. you attract only those kind of people who you deserve, who you are. But Britishers are not. थोड़ा सा फर्क रहेगा. Yes? Yes? No? Play number 3.
और अगर कुछ कर गुजरने की तमन्ना आपके दिल में हो, हौसले बुलंद हो, तो कुछ भी असंभव नहीं है। और बचपन से ही दोनों हाथों से असमर्थ बसंती न सिर्फ अपने पैरों से लिखती है, बल्कि देश के भविष्य को आगे बढ़ाने की कोशिश में जुटी है। उसके जन्म लेते ही उसे मार डालने की सलाह दी गई थी, लेकिन ये कौन जानता था कि यही बच्ची आगे जाकर अपने घर की पूरी जिम्मेदारी अपने कंधे पर उठा लेगी। आप देखिए बसंती मैडम की कहानी।
अपने मनोबल को इतना सशक्त कर, कठिनाई भी आने से ना जाए डर, आत्मविश्वास रहे तेरा हम सफर, बड़े बड़े कष्ट न डाल पाए कोई असर। ये पंक्तियां धनबाद की इस जिंदा दिल टीचर पर सटीक बैठती हैं। जी हाँ, हम बात कर रहे हैं सिंदरी जिले की बसंती मैडम की, जो पिछले 9 सालों से स्कूल में पढ़ा रही हैं और स्कूल का हर छात्र बसंती मैडम का मुरीद है। हमेशा से कुछ कर गुजरने की ख्वाहिश ने बसंती को आज स्कूल टीचर बना दिया। 1993 में मैट्रिक पास करने के बाद बसंती ने ट्यूशन पढ़ाना शुरू किया। लेकिन उसका ये सफर बेहद ही मुश्किल भरा रहा। हाथों से असमर्थ होने के कारण पिता स्कूल नहीं भेजना चाहते थे, लेकिन बसंती की जिद की वजह से उसे पास ही के एक स्कूल में दाखिला करवाया गया। बस फिर क्या था, बसंती ने शिक्षा को अपना अजीज बनाकर शिक्षक का मुकाम हासिल कर लिया और आज वो अपने पैरों के इस्तेमाल से छात्रों को पढ़ाती है। कई साल तक पढ़ाने के बावजूद भी बसंती को स्थायी नौकरी नहीं मिली है। बावजूद इसके भी वो संतुष्टि के साथ बच्चों को पढ़ाती है।
परीक्षा देने से पहले मैं ये बोली थी अपनी माँ को कि मैं पढ़ लिख के एक दिन टीचर बनूंगी और बच्चों को पढ़ाऊंगी। ये संघर्ष मेरा सपना पूरा हो गया।
बसंती का ज्यादा वक्त स्कूल परिसर में ही गुजरता है। स्कूल की छात्राएं कहती हैं कि बसंती मैडम को देख उन्हें भी कुछ बनने की प्रेरणा मिलती है।
Dear ladies and gentlemen, once again, is it the mind or the body that gets tired? Now, you must have heard this a lot of times, but now we'll get into the actual core of what mind gets tired. Always, always, always remember that mind is nothing but those thoughts that come into us. See, there's a physical brain, right? And then there are some disabilities that people are born with. The cognitive disabilities. Somebody is born with, some, God forbid, they don't age properly. And then some are born with mental disorders, schizophrenia, bipolar, or anything. That aside, we're all fine. Why is it that this lady, despite not having hands, and if anybody wants to try, please come, I'm into physical fitness. I can't imagine lifting my legs and writing. I'm sure you can't imagine. कर भी लिया तो 10 सेकंड के लिए ऐसा तो impossible, right? What keeps her going is the purpose that she is doing. And what do we do? I'm going to tell you. Dear ladies and gentlemen, humans have this tendency to always focus on that is not there in our life. हमारी आदत है उन चीजों पे ध्यान देने की जो हमारे पास नहीं है. Because the one that is there, we don't value it. वो तो आ गया ना. In COVID, people were not able to breathe. At that time, they realized the importance of oxygen. अभी तो फ्री में मिल रहा है. कौन सा है भगवान थैंक यू मुझे ऑक्सीजन कोई बोलता है. उस टाइम पे बहुत लोग डरा थे. Because it's available. Same way, whatever is available to us, we are not thankful. We don't have that gratitude. We are always thinking about things that we do not have. And that's when the energies go down. I'm going to elaborate this, but are you listening to me?
Kushman, I am a teacher.
Are you listening to me?
Kushman, I am a teacher.
4, 4, 4. Now I'll tell you what is 4. In our mind, we have to tell ourselves. All these ladies, you said that you get affected when the parents behind your back say that you're not a good teacher. All those gentlemen, because their words are resonating. They are perpetuating. They're going on and on and on. उसने ऐसा बोला, उसने ऐसा बोला, उसने ऐसा बोला. Human mind is designed to repeat. ग्रंथों में, हिंदुओं में ओम 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 रिपीट करने के लिए. सिख में जब भी आप चांट करो, राइट, वाहेगुरु 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 वाहेगुरु, राइट, आप रिपीट करो. अगर आप वो सब रिपीट नहीं करोगे, in actual spirituality, so this is religion. In spirituality that I follow, we talk about breathing. आप breathe को repeat करते जाओ, anxiety कम होगी. But that's not what we are doing. What I am trying to tell you is repeat words. Every day you have to tell yourself 4 things. Ma'am, 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 sir, sir, sir. It's a fact that in this country, more than 80% women who are married, if they are married to a rich family or married, they don't even step out of the house. घर पे तेरी किटी पार्टी, मेरी किटी पार्टी, उसके घर मेरी शादी, उसके घर में कुछ नहीं. You are amongst the 10% who are going out and working and providing so much of solutions to the society. Don't you think you should be proud about that? Give yourself loudly. अगर आप अपने आप को अच्छी बातें नहीं बोलोगे, if you don't tell yourself right things, अच्छी है नहीं कि हम बहुत सुंदर हूँ मैं बहुत, no, what you're doing facts. If you don't tell yourself, then others' negativity will affect you. Because you are not repeating who you are. Second instance. In this world, there are only 2 kinds of noble professions, in which it is absolutely selfless. इस दुनिया में, trust me, except parents and teachers, तीसरा कोई ऐसा इंसान नहीं है जो अपने से आगे वाले को अपने से ऊपर जाते हुए देख के खुश होता है. There's nobody who would like to see somebody more successful than you, unless you're a teacher or a parent. Parents obviously, needless to say, our heart swells with pride when we see our children going materialistically, spiritually, psychologically, emotionally, intellectually better than us. We say, wow. Teachers, जब हमारा बच्चा after a few years comes and says, you know what, mom, I become a pilot, I become a chartered accountant, or I become a, social worker with helping us. You say, wow. So God has gifted you with this selfless love, for which you should say, thank you, God, I am proud of myself. Please say yourself loudly. Loudly. Third point. Another selflessness which only a teacher has been given. No 2 noble professions, one is that of a nurse, one is that of a teacher. Today's day and age, when somebody is unwell, हमारे खुद के बुजुर्ग जब they're on bedridden, we're very sort of wary of doing anything. But a nurse takes care of an unknown person. हमारा कोई छोटा सा बच्चा स्कूल में गिर जाता है, चोट लगती है, तो we start crying as if it's for my child. This selfless love is given to you as the gift of the Almighty. Please embrace it and say, thank you, God, I am that proud teacher. Please give it to yourself loudly. Financially, there are so many people who are unemployed. Gentlemen, please understand, in this country, unemployment is at its peak. It's always been one of the biggest concerns. You are earning money and contributing into your finances, whether you need it or not is secondary. But you are earning money, which is a testament to the hard work that you put in. Please give yourself love. But हम क्या करेंगे? उसने ऐसा बोला, उसने ऐसा बोला. We are thinking about them because we are not talking to ourselves with good things. When you start talking good things to yourself, others' words will not affect you. Are you listening to me?
Kushman, I am a teacher.
Are you listening to me?
Kushman, I am a teacher.
तो I'm sorry, नाम का नाम क्या? तो मैं श्रुति मैम के पास जाऊँ, बोलो कि मैम ये पर्पल कलर बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लग रहा. Immediately दर्पण के पास जाओ, असली दर्पण के पास, और बोलो. What happens is when you're looking at the mirror, also we're thinking शादी में ready होने के टाइम पे भी ऐसा पहन के जाऊँगे वो क्या बोलेगा? पिछले बार उसने क्या कमेंट दिया था? We are not seeing the world through our own eyes, we are seeing the world through the other's eyes. That's when it all comes crashing down. You don't have to say, my teacher, मेरी वजह से so many students get affected. Because of me, everybody feels brightened up, lightened up. They glow. I am good looking. Darpan Vasudev. Right? This time. Right? Let's give it to Shruti ma'am for looking so hard. If you don't take pride in who you are, you will always get affected by others' words. And I'll tell you what happens and why this happens. Why this happens? Why we get affected? Because we are like that. As I said at the beginning, we attract only those kind of people who we are. What does that mean? I am just giving an example. If I don't know you, Ma'am person name is Rima ma'am. Okay? This is just an example. Listen to this. It could be her, it could be anybody of you. So let's assume, please, Rima ma'am is one of those human beings जिनकी आदत है रोने. Okay, ma'am, I don't know you. Yeah, and please, I won't do a face reading. तो ऐसा नहीं आपको देख कैसा लगता है. Just a random person. Okay. She's a woman who's always cribbing and complaining. She, बेकार, तो बच्चे गंदे, सास डायन, फैमिली वाले पूरे बेकार. प्रिंसिपल मैम एक नंबर की पॉलिटिशियन. डायरेक्टर मैम मुंह पर मीठी बनती है बस. सारी मेरी जिंदगी बेकार, मेरा जीना बेकार. Everything is horrible. It's this habit, right? Everything around her is fine, but it's like this. The point is, when you show a very beautiful thing to a person who feels ugly about himself, he will get scared. Which means, अगर मैं अंदर से अपने आप को गंदा समझता हूँ ना, तो मैं खूबसूरत चीज को देख के डर जाऊँ. And if I'm a negative person, तो मैं positive person को देख के डर जाऊँ. The problem is not with that person, it's within us. Same way, no matter what anybody comes and says, she's always crying and cribbing. So one day she is at the reception area, saying, "देखा इतना पैसा लगाते हैं छोड़ कर." यही मैंने बोला मेरी 5,000 साल के बड़ा को वो नहीं करेगा. For example, so she is cribbing and crying. So when she is doing that, she is standing alone. This man, what's your name, ma'am?
Anamika.
Okay. So Anamika ma'am happens to pass by. And she is the same energy. Same, बोलते हैं एक ही थाली के. And अपनी एनर्जी तो अट्रैक्ट करती है ना, फट से. लेकिन क्या हुआ? बहुत उदास लग रही, परेशान दिख रही, दुखी दिख रही. What happened? I mean, I can see the anxiety and tension on your face. You seem to be extremely worried. Please tell me. This man says, please, leave me alone. I don't have time for anything. As it is, my life is horrible. Don't make it worse. So she says, no, please, I'm really worried for you. So she ठीक है, तू सुनना चाहती है तो सुन. मेरी जिंदगी ना जब से पैदा हुई है तब से बेकार है. माँ भी गंदी थी, पति तो इतना गंदा मिला है पूछो मत. रात के 11 बजे तक उसको कोई हिसाब ही नहीं. Doesn't come till 11 o'clock. I don't know what he does. मेरे बच्चे गलती पैदा करते हैं. Students, they hate me and I hate them. Teachers are this, principals are that is this is that. अब मैम बोलते हैं, देखो बता तेरी जिंदगी मेरे से बहुत बेटर है. तेरा पति 11 बजे आता है, मेरा 3 दिन जाएगा. तेरे बच्चे, तेरे को लगता है नफरत, मेरे को तो ऐसा लगता है कि भाग जाओ बस इनको छोड़ के. तेरे को लगता है प्रिंसिपल मैम तेरे से पॉलिटिक्स करते हैं, मेरे को लगता है सबसे पहले उसी को मारो. Now, Rima answer. I am better off. Slowly, other energies of the school start joining. This man, that sir, this sir. सब वही है ना. आज क्या हुआ स्कूल में बता. आज फिर से मुंह पे मीठी बन रही थी ना. आज पता तेरे घर में क्या हुआ. And then there's a WhatsApp group created. Smart mothers की सबसे smart औरतें. जो सब नाम. And then whole day the discussion is उसकी जिंदगी में ये, उसका पति ऐसा, उसके घर में ये, उनके पास इतना पैसा, all these things. And then we get into that. Are you listening to me? After some time, what happens is that we start deriving pleasure out of that. पता उसकी जिंदगी में क्या प्रॉब्लम है? जब तक आगे वाले की प्रॉब्लम नहीं सुनते, खाना नहीं जाता. So what happens is after 15 days or 2 months later. Same scenario, Rima ma'am is standing in the corridor at the reception area and she is even more worried now. और ज़्यादा टेंशन में. So everybody is like, ma'am again goes back. कहते हैं आज तो ज़्यादा कल रात को तूने बताया था कि सारी टेंशन तो निकाल दी थी. कहते हैं नहीं यार मैं तेरे को बताना भूल गई. I was lying for last 3-4 days. कुछ हैरान सी हूँ मैं. I'm little surprised because things are going the other way around now. My husband is at 5 o'clock in the evening. My children are becoming very sweet. पूनम मैम बारी आके हक कर रही है. डायरेक्टर मैम लोगों को बोली कार में बैठ जाओ मेरे साथ. क्या हो क्या रहा है? पता है क्या हो गया ना? She can't digest the fact that things are going good for her because she is not able to see it from her. और इनकी प्रॉब्लम ये हो गई. इसकी जिंदगी सुधर गई. मैं वहीं की रह गई. See, this is how we start getting sucked into things that are unnecessary, immaterial, things that we do not have a control on. Are you listening to me? At that time somebody comes and says, you are not good looking. Parents say that you are not a good teacher. Your children say that you are not a good mother or a father. Or somebody speaks bad behind about you. You get worried. Because you're already in that zone of trying to derive momentary pleasure. अभी मजा चाहिए मुझे. किससे? उसके और को पति के साथ नहीं जम रहा, मजा आया. But anything that gives you immediate pleasure will always have long-term bad effects. हमेशा याद रखिए. How many of you enjoy eating sweets? Raise your hands. It's okay. Yeah. It's great. You go for an event, having a sweet to 2, 3, fine. एक साथ 8-10 गुलाब जामुन खा लो रात को. अगले दिन सुबह ही पता लगाएगा उससे. Or you get habitual with that diabetes and it could lead to death also. But at that moment we don't think. अभी तो देना बात की बात में बात कर. Right? And that food consumption also comes from these negative thoughts. Are you listening to me?
Pushman, I am a teacher.
Are you listening to me?
Pushman, I am a teacher.
So we have to start saying good things to ourselves first. Please put your hands like this. Keep it a habit. As I said, a doctor has to study every day. A teacher has to tell herself that I'm good. Please all of you repeat after me loudly 10 times in a day. Do this. Class में घुसने के टाइम पे, सुबह उठने के टाइम पे, every time. Okay? Loudly say, I'm powerful.
I'm powerful.
मैम मेरे को गुस्सा है ना? Imagine जब मैं खड़ा हूँ. नहीं तो सेम खड़ा हो जाता हूँ. Right? Let's do it. I'm powerful.
I'm powerful.
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
I'm powerful.
I'm powerful.
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
I'm powerful.
I'm powerful.
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
Whatever you tell yourself, your mind will start recording that. Then it will become your habit. And then it will become your identity. All this energy that you're saying, I also practice. I don't say powerful, happy, but I do get up with mantras and I keep telling myself every single day, yes, I have it in me. Otherwise it will not come. About a 1 hour plus session in the morning now, and I've finished 30 sessions in the last 10 days, right? Traveling across different states. Morning I get up, and plus my videos are being made, my work, but I don't, that's because, see, I'm not bragging about it. I'm just sharing what I feel, and trust me, if you do it, you will feel great. Put your hands like this. I'm powerful.
I'm powerful.
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
I'm powerful.
I'm powerful.
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
Whatever word you choose, अगर आप ये बोलने लग पड़ो कि हाय मेरी जिंदगी तू मेरी जिंदगी पति ऐसे आना, then start getting. और आपके चेहरे पर दिखेगा when you enter into the classroom, your students will be able to make out that this study will teacher. After that, no matter how good a mathematician you are, no matter how much good at your science, you will never be able to win the hearts of your students. And if you don't win the hearts, you will be called a bad teacher. Even if you're an average mathematics teacher, when you give positive energy, they will go and tell the parents, Mama, वो teacher के साथ मुझे मजा आता है. Then the parents say, कौन है जादूगरनी मेरे बच्चे को कैसे लेके करेगी? Right? So it all starts with that small little thought. And the other thing you need to do is put your hand like this. One of the biggest problems of all our teachers, and mostly in this profession when we are dealing with other kids, is that we crave appreciation and recognition. Dear teachers, till the time you don't learn to appreciate yourself, nobody in this world will appreciate you. That's a fact. Okay? So give yourself a tight hug and say, I am feeling awesome.
I'm feeling awesome.
I am feeling awesome.
I'm feeling awesome.
I don't care about others.
I don't care about others.
कुछ टीचर्स को ऐसा लगा देख के शादी से पहले बॉयफ्रेंड जा रहा है. There's nothing wrong in feeling romantic. इसमें क्या है? Have I done anything? No. Just reminding you of things that are already there in your mind, but this is just the beginning of excitement. For the remaining part of the excitement and introspection, for the next half hour, you will not sit. Please form a circle there. Circle or whatever it takes. Now I think I discussed it. Whatever shape it comes in, whether it's an oval, zigzag, whatever it is. None of it is serious. Nothing is serious. Never take yourself too seriously. Right? Dear teachers, see, now this is the onset of summers in Chandigarh, Punjab, let's say, right? Already into summers. In a month or two, it's going to be peak of heat. And you all just finished winters till let's say February, right? Tell me one thing. When we, जब बाहर बहुत सर्दी होती है, when it's like freezing cold outside, will you sit and keep complaining, हाय कितनी गंदी जगह है, चंडीगढ़ भगवान ने पहाड़ इधर क्यों बनाए हैं, इसकी वजह से हम ठंड में मर रहे हैं, or you will put on warm clothes and go to a heater. What will you do? A or B? Now in the summers, when it's terribly hot outside, again will you complain, अरे चंडीगढ़ थोड़ा सा नीचे होता या थोड़ा और ऊपर होता तो ठंड पड़ती है unnecessarily मैं इधर खड़ी हूँ, or will you get into an air conditioning, wear slightly better clothes and eat cold stuff? Yes? ठीक उसी तरीके से जिंदगी में external environment को आप कभी complain नहीं करोगे. You have to do what you have to do. You will have some people who are full of negativity, right? Sitting and complaining here like that is not going to happen. It's not going to be of any use at all. You have to learn to fight your battles. During COVID, कभी बहुत लोगों ने अपनी जान खो दी. A lot of people lost their life to death. It's possible that they must be from your immediate family or some distant relative. अगर आपके हस्बैंड, आपके वाइफ, आपके बच्चे की वजह से आपको कोविड हो जाता तो आप उसको मारते कि तेरे वजह से वो कोविड हो गया, तेरे वजह से वो. नो, उसने इन्फेक्शन है. द डिजीज वाज लाइक दैट. इट स्प्रेड लाइक माइल्ड फायर. सेम वे जब नेगेटिविटी होती है वो भी इंसान को ऐसे करा दे. जिस तरीके से कोविड में चाहे वो आपका कितना भी अच्छा रिश्तेदार हो, आपको दूर रहना था. नेगेटिव इंसान से भी दूर रहना. जिम्मेदारी निभानी है. यू हैव टू टेक इट. गिव द मेडिसिन व्हाटएवर, बट डोंट गेट. Negativity affects worse than cancer. Man told me this, I stay away from negativity. He told me, and that's it. We don't realize कि उस इंसान की negativity हमारे अंदर कब घुस जाती है, उनको तबाह करती है. Are you listening to me? Put your hands like this. Loudly say, I'm powerful. I'm powerful. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm powerful. I'm powerful. I'm happy. I'm happy. Put your hands like this. Give yourself a tight hug and say, I am feeling awesome. I'm feeling awesome. I'm feeling awesome. I'm feeling awesome. I don't care about others. I don't care about others. Yes. Now, ma'am, sir, excuse me, sir. No, is there somebody at the... When I tell you, you play the number 4. Abhi 4? 1, 2, 3 हो चुका है. Okay? Yeah. So, now, there will be moments when we will be surrounded by negativity. See, even the children, right, the students that we deal with, some come from abusive families, some come from families that are depressed, some come from families crying and all that. So their negativity will also latch on to us. It's natural, right? But we have to keep cleaning ourselves, right? And the best way to do that is to once in a while dance. To shut off all your negativity and inhibitions and everything. जबरदस्ती का डांस. ऐसा नहीं. You know, especially in Punjabi families, I know that. 3 महीने से पहले तैयारी हो जाएगी कि मेरे चाचा के भाई के बेटे की शादी है और उसके लिए मैं उस दिन डांस करूंगी, लेकिन वहां जाके बैठ के कोई बुलाए तो सही मुझे. No. Dance is actually invented to sort of shed, to feel good. Body, it's a form of yoga exercise it is. नहीं, अभी सब करेंगे. आप में से, okay, but anyway, and we have to do it at least 3-4 times in a week for no reason. Reason नहीं ढूंढना. Reason ढूंढोगे तो डांस नहीं करोगे, डांस करोगे तो जबरदस्ती करोगे, and then you will not get the benefit. It should be crazy dance, right? Like how we are going to do now. और आदत डाल लो. मैंने आपसे पूछा ना रोटी बनाने के टाइम पैसे. जी मेरी जिंदगी, तुम मेरी जिंदगी. But the only thing is, why I am telling you to dance in between is because you will not say it out of anger. आगे वाले को ये नहीं कि चिढ़ के बोल. आप खुश हो गए, अच्छा मैंने गंदा बना, I am so sorry, मैं क्या करूँ? बहुत गंदी पति मिली, देवी मिली आपको. अपना वर्क देख करो. क्योंकि अभी आप खुश हो गए हो ना डांस करके. That is the beauty. Start. Volume full, sir. Volume full. Start walking. Start. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Okay, पिछले 25 सालों में no I didn't ask you to sit. Just think close that. After 25 years again I'm feeling so proud to be Punjabi. मैंने हमेशा सुना कि यार पंजाबी सेवा से कितनी हैदराबाद आई एम द ट्रेजरर ऑफ दैट बट जब तक वो माहौल इट्स डिफरेंट नहीं बोलते सानू तो मौका चाहिए है बस पंजाबी नहीं लगाया वो भी कर रहे हैं
कितना ओपन पे है
अरे मैं यहाँ पे बेस्ट पार्ट इज आई एम ट्राइंग टू मेक अगर मान गाना लगा रहा हूँ oh god this was please stand keep standing wherever you are please stand up. This is again not a dance session. This is a therapy come introspective session. So may I request all of you to are we joined by new teachers?
Yeah, coordinator in junior wing.
They should actually now ask admit some also because now we're ending the session in another 20 minutes. Yeah, I know if there were of course ma'am, of course. Stand straight. Yes sir, when I tell you to, you will play number 1 again. Yeah? Yeah, when I tell you to, don't worry now. Ma'am, may I request you please stand up. So how is it feeling? Great. So if you are Punjabi, you already know that, or whether you're not a Punjabi, and you're in this land of the Punjabis, which believes in rejoicing and celebrating, you understand that life is so good, right? Instead of cribbing, complaining all the time, being intense, just shake it off, right? But इंसान अपने आप को डेकोरेट तभी कर सकता है जब तक पहले अंदर से सफाई ना कर ले, right? I can wear on good clothes, perfume, you know, whatever. Or the pedicure, manicure, but first you need to take a bath and clean it, right? So now let's take a bath. Please put your hands down. We don't have a circle, we'll continue this way. Dear ladies and gentlemen, remember one thing in life. When I asked you a little while ago, how does it feel when somebody speaks bad about you? You said terrible. I asked you how does it feel when you get to know that your own children speak bad about you or compare you with others, you feel bad. Remember one thing in life, whatever goes around comes around. जो भी आप इस जमाने में दोगे वही आपको मिलके वापस आएगा. That's it. Whether it's in relationship, it's in success, it's in happiness, or in any aspect of life, only what you give to the world will come. Ma'am, are you tired or what is it? Okay, I request. Okay. Put your hands down. Are you listening to me?
खुश teacher.
Great. So whatever you give will come back to you. You said it feels bad when people speak bad about you behind your back. Now is the time, ask yourself, don't you speak bad about people behind their back? Ask yourself, hands down. Don't you think you're guilty of saying or thinking bad for somebody, even if it was for a brief period? किसी के बारे में उल्टा सीधा बोलना, you know, it's just you feel that it just comes out. It's not comes out, it's there in your mind. Put your hands down. Say, are you not guilty of speaking ill of somebody? You said that you feel very bad when your child compares you with other parents, but ask yourself, have you compared your child with anybody so far? Yes or no? Ask yourself. You say that somebody looks down upon as a teacher, you feel very bad. Ask yourself, कभी कामवाली को देख के बोला कामवाली अपने औकात में रहे, or at least in your mind बोला कामवाली why she saying all that, or any other profession, whether it's a plumber or an electrician, or even if it's a garbage picker. You say that it feels very bad when parent-teacher meet, when parent talk about you. Ask yourself, intentionally or unintentionally, have you said or done something to the students in your class, and after that regretted? नहीं बोलना चाहिए. You don't feel bad because of what people said. You feel bad because of what you told yourself and what you spoke about others. It is your bad words, it's your evil thoughts, it's your negative thoughts that haunt you, that trouble you, that traumatize you. It's not the words of others. Only when we speak bad about others is when others' bad words haunt us. If we don't, they will never. On a count of 3, I will ask you to put your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and listen to what I am saying properly. 1, 2, 3. Close your eyes. I want you to ask yourself, whom do you think bad for or speak bad about behind their back? I'm sure you are guilty of saying bad or thinking bad about somebody. I want you to ask yourself, have you ever looked down upon others' professions? Maid hai, kaam wali hai, plumber, electrician. Ask yourself, are you guilty of comparing your child to another child? Or not giving your parents enough attention and love? Ask yourself, as a teacher, have you been rude, misbehaved with some child, with no fault of that child? It's this guilt of yours that haunts you, that troubles you, and you go around blaming others. I want you to say this 15 times after me. Say sorry, 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 sorry. Remaining 4 times you will say. Continue. Sorry, 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 sorry. Thank you very much. Open your eyes. Keep standing up. How many emotions have you experienced in this session? You cried, you danced, you felt like laughing, and now guilt. Before realization becomes guilt and eats us, there's something called, I'm going to use a terminology, it's called intoxication of sympathy. What happens is, we get used to taking sympathy from you. Mamuna bechari, mamuna bechara. But that bechara happens because we speak in ill of others. We don't do anything good. If we don't feel bad, we'll feel strong.
Happy.
I'm powerful.
I'm powerful.
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
Ma'am, please come in. I want you to demonstrate this to everybody. और आप जोर से बोलेंगे मेरे साथ, ठीक है? Let's do it. Say, I'm powerful.
I'm powerful.
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
Sir, the person who couldn't dance, please come. आप इधर आइए. चिल्ला तो सकते हैं ना सर? I'm happy.
I'm happy.
Put your hands like this. Bring it like this. And hug yourself tight. Say, I'm feeling awesome.
I'm feeling awesome.
I'm feeling awesome.
I'm feeling awesome.
I don't care about others.
I don't care about others.
But teacher, did I tell you the difference now? पहले अपने guilt को remove करो. Make sure that you don't talk bad about others. Then you will feel powerful and happy. Say, I'm powerful, I'm happy, I love myself. बोलोगे? पागल खाना जाना पड़ेगा. Right? Telling yourself that everything is, I can go on with 3,000 quotes, you can imagine how much of gyan. You see, telling yourself that everything is alright, I'm fine, everything is good is not positive thinking. Right? Actions. Genuinely, and as a teacher, it's extremely important. You come like this. I'm now going to give you a prelude to the next session that we will probably do for a couple of months, hopefully, after we establish our life. The prelude is this: how you enter into the class, and the 4 things that we have to learn. This is the prelude. Let's say, what is that? Singham movie देखी. So last में बताते हैं कि अगली movie में क्या होने वाला है. So मैं आपको उसके बारे में बताऊँ. 4 things to remember. Loudly repeat after me. Say, teacher.
Teacher
is my identity.
Is my identity.
I am not a teacher.
I am not a teacher.
I am a learner.
I am a learner.
Teacher.
Teacher
is my identity.
Is my identity.
I am not a teacher.
I am not a teacher.
I am a learner.
I am a learner.
Bring your hands like this. Close it. First kind of learning is. Say. First kind of learning is.
First kind of learning is.
Domain knowledge.
Domain knowledge.
Every day.
Every day.
I will enhance my knowledge.
I will enhance my knowledge.
On my subject.
On my subject.
Second kind of learning is.
Second kind of learning is.
Gaining knowledge from anything.
Gaining knowledge from anything.
Third knowledge is.
Third knowledge is.
It's called, repeat after me, say tacit knowledge.
Tacit knowledge.
It is to learn from my experiences.
It is to learn from my experiences.
Now, I'm going to tell you the 4th knowledge. Not loud. First put your hands like this. Only after becoming a learner. I'm powerful. I'm happy. I'm powerful. I'm happy. So this is a prelude to the next session that we do for 1.5 hours, which is far more intense. But that depends. Right? For now, we're going to do the last activity of the day, for which I want you to have this standard from me. I want you to have a partner for yourself. Okay? So actually, for now, it's important that whether you want to make a circle like this is also fine. To start like this and go like that. Right? A circle as in whatever, just a line.
Around the chair.
Yeah, around those, just behind that. Sir. Yeah, start. And please, teachers, except Poonam ma'am, nobody is giving instructions to others. Please look after yourselves. सबको पढ़ी होती है. तू कैसे? तू उधर चली जा. तुम क्या करना? नहीं, Poonam ma'am, no, you are taking it because you are giving an idea. That is different. But understand for a second. Dear teachers, I want you to have a partner. Men with men, women with women. I'm making it clear. Okay? So please find a partner for yourself. Just the person next to you. Okay? And having a partner doesn't mean that you have to hold hands. Please put your hands. I'm going to support me. Okay. Dear teachers, please listen to this. For a minute, ma'am, ma'am, can I request only for you for this till I give the instructions?
Yeah.
Now, am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Right. See, this activity has 3 parts. I will count three times. Okay? Three times. The first time, ma'am, is it okay if I hold your hand? Just to demonstrate something. The first time I count 3, you will grab the hand of your partner like this. Keep looking straight, as in wherever you are right now. So, ma'am, when you turn around, you will also look straight. Okay? So, you will look straight, think nothing, see nothing. In the same pitch as I am saying, you will repeat this again and again. Thank you so much for being my colleague. Together we will learn. The 4th learning is learning from your colleagues. Right? So, thank you so much for being my colleague. Together we will learn. You will say that non-stop, gently. I will count second again, the second time. I will count 3 the second time. Sorry. This time, you both will turn around, face, look straight into each other's eyes, and non-stop keep saying, please repeat after me. Thank you so much for being my colleague. Together we will learn. Keep saying that, ma'am. Thank you so much for being my colleague. Together we will learn. Thank you, ma'am. So, first time, only one hand looks straight. Second time, you will turn around, look straight into each other's eyes. No giggling, no laughing. Feel the energy and say, thank you so much for being my colleague. Together we will learn. Third time, you will loudly scream and say, thank you so much for being my colleague. Together we will learn. Please face that now. Sir, now you will say, Kushman, I'm a learner. Are you listening to me? Kushman, are you listening to me? Kushman, we'll talk about this in the next session. Please, on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold the hand of your partner. Look straight. You don't have a partner? Keep it low. Keep it low. Ma'am, look here. Keep it low. Keep it low. And start. Go, sir. Sir, that's it. Ma'am, no making fun. Keep it low and really feel it. It's absolutely unnecessarily waste of time and negative energy to talk negative about others. Non-stop. These are affirmations. Whatever you keep telling yourself, you will get it. One, two, three. Please face each other. Look into each other's eyes. No laughing.
Thank you for being my colleague. Together we will learn. Thank you for being my colleague. Together we will learn. Thank you for being my colleague.
Into the eyes, straight. Keep it low. Keep it low. Low volume. No laughing, man.
We learn together.
Now you will not open your mouth. Only in your mind you will continuously say, thank you so much for being my colleague. Only in your mind. Look into each other's eyes, man. Into the eyes, into the eyes, into the eyes. In your mind keep saying, thank you so much for being my colleague. Together we will learn. Thank you so much for being my colleague. Together we will learn. In your mind only say that. Thank you so much for being my colleague. Together we will learn. Thank you so much for being my colleague. Together we will learn. Thank you so much for being my colleague. Together we will learn. Thank you so much for being my colleague. Together we will learn. Thank you so much for being my colleague. Together we will learn. Look into each other's eyes. No making fun. No laughing. No giving. Into the eyes. This is called genuine positive energy, which will help you to come to school again and again, feel more powerful, more happy, and this happiness and power you will spread across to all the students, your own children, and to your family. Into the eyes. I'm sure you must have gossiped, spoken bad, bitched about each other at your back, each other's backs. But now, cultivate the habit of saying only good things. Thank that person who's opposite you. Thank every person around you. Say thanks Almighty for giving me this opportunity to be working with this person who brings in so much of positivity, happiness and power in my life. Now listen to this very carefully. You are feeling amazing and powerful. Put this into practice. Always this should be your habit. Every day you come into the school, hug each other and say thank you so much for being my colleague. Right now, on a count of 3, you will say thank you so much for being my colleague. Together we will win. 1, 2, 3, go. Loudly say thank you so much for being my colleague. Together we will win. Hug each other tight. Hug each other tight. All the ladies, hug everybody. Hug all everybody and say thank you so much for being. Please hug each other and say thank you so much. In Hindi again across all the social media handles. Thank you very much, Poonamjit ma'am. I think we had 2-3 months ago we started this discussion on coming. Finally I landed. Ma'am, can't thank you enough for sitting through the session. It is my pleasure. Thank you. So please connect with me immediately on Instagram. I generally don't look at other profiles, but I know for a fact जितनी भी ऐसे बाल बांध के रखे हुए हैं Instagram में शक्ल एकदम चेंज हो जाएगी. Just write to me, Khushman, I'm from, or you just write Khushman, I'm a learner from Smart One. In a day or two, either me or my team, I will personally respond to you, right? I'll be very happy to connect with you on Instagram. Thank you so very much for attending. I'm so glad that the emotions are pouring. But one thing you have amazed me with is that nobody can stop a Punjabi from dancing. तो वही मैं Instagram में देखना चाहता हूँ. I don't generally see the right. So thank you, ma'am. And of course, I'm coming again tomorrow to address the students and then the parents. Hoping to see some of you. Otherwise, on Instagram all the time. I'm here till Sunday afternoon. If there are anything else, like tomorrow, if you all want to sit in 10 minutes, talk about anything that you want to discuss 15 minutes, I'll be very happy to. And you know how Poonam ma'am pulls me down, right? In the morning was...
They don't know.
No, they know. Ma'am. So the students' session was supposed to happen in the morning, the parents... I didn't charge any fee for the parents, no problem. Because I am driven with the purpose. I genuinely like when people are happy to go. Right? I don't let money come into that. So if there is anything, 15 minutes you want to discuss anything, sometimes what happens, you just met me today, maybe there are some things that are bothering you want to discuss. If I'm able to in any way resolve that, I'll be very, very happy. You can take a 24-hour window, come back to us tomorrow, we can have a chat, if at all. Otherwise, also we'll bump into each other hopefully. I'll be doing the session for the students and parents. Sign off. I know somebody told me, sir, 3 minutes तक आपसे कोई बैठा नहीं है इधर. I've already extended. वो मेरे को याद नहीं है यार उतना कभी मैं नहीं बोलता. Thank you so much, dear teachers. Lovely interacting with you. God bless you. Take good care of yourself. And last time said, are you listening to me? Khushman is my pet and greeting. You will see in my Hindi account. We don't say hello, hi, salam alaikum, good morning, nothing. We say Khushman, which means a happy heart. That is what is needed. If you are happy, you can spread happiness in these days. Children's happiness goes to the parents, then it comes back to the school. So it's you who has to make yourself happy. In the next session, we actually cover how to balance the negative and positive emotions and how entering into the class and all of that with man. God bless. Take good. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
I'm curious.
अब आपके इमोशन निकालेंगे. So it is so simple, right? And the fact is that you validate. You absolutely validate what I have been saying and what I always say. Yes. Do you agree? Yes. घर की मुर्गी हमेशा
बहुत पुरानी कहावत है, घर की मुर्गी दाल के बाल के बराबर होती है. लोग बाल निकाल के बाहर फेंक देते हैं, दाल तो फिर भी खाते.
वही तो प्रॉब्लम है यहाँ.
वो बाल मैं हूँ इसलिए मैं जानता हूँ.
अच्छा, और यहाँ पे मैं हूँ.
No ma'am, inside they all love you, they admire you.
I love everyone, and that is what I always say, that it doesn't matter. We are all here for the children. So at the end of the day, I need you more than you need me. The children need you more than anything. Comes outside the gate. I had also given you a very simple solution, because there is no one in this world who does not have a problem. There is no one in the world. And if we actually ask and talk, their problems are way more than us, and we'd be ashamed to think कि वो मेरी problem ही ज़्यादा है. So let us now understand that. So I'm really grateful to Darpan for bringing that, and actually it's like getting the emotions out. A lot of times we just keep bottling it in, and we don't even realize कि हमको गुस्सा किस पे है. अगर है हमको गुस्सा है कि हमको sadness है कि हमको happiness है, हमको पता भी नहीं चलता है. So thank you so much, because I need happy teachers. I need happy individuals in the school for that positivity. And another thing that he reiterated, और मैं हमेशा बोलती हूँ, और मैंने कई लोगों को तो बोला, and taking it further, if you are with, like he said, happy people, you are a happy person. If you are with positive people, you will be a positive person. We always attract our own type of people. We are given with family, but friends are always our choice. And your choice is based on your own thought process. That is how we attract like-minded people. So think about it, look at your circle and think, is that what I want to be? Is that me? Is that really what I need in my life? And be that person who attracts even better people. That is what you need. You need good people to also make you feel good. Right? So the children need it. Because we always say, oh, मैं तो इतनी sensitive हूँ, मैं तो इतना sensitive हूँ, मेरे को कोई भी कुछ कह दे तो मैं तो ऐसे हो जाती हूँ, वैसे हो जाती हूँ. We are adults. Imagine the children. We sometimes are so careless with our words. Why? Always do unto others what you want done to you. Right? So we want respect, we want love, we want appreciation, we want this, that. But are we giving it? First give and you'll get it back. Like he's made it even more simple. I've never even said कि karma होता है. मैं तो वो भी नहीं बात करती. So give it out. And I always tell the parents, मैं हमेशा बोलती हूँ ना, I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for the children. If the children are happy, you are happy. If you are happy, my teachers are happy. The cycle again continues. So it's very simple. Let's be grateful for what we have. Gratitude is also a very big thing. Grateful for our life, grateful for the people, grateful for the job, grateful for everything that we have. We have a house, we have a roof. I tell my parents, can you imagine? When my mother cribs, I tell my mother, "Tonu ki problem hai ga? Today itna sona car hai, hai, 4 maids India, beta hai, beti hai, jodi bhaj ke aake total madad karti hai." So we speak in Punjabi. So, but we want to crib sometimes. So that gratitude, or we forget what all we have and what others don't have. Right? So you look at all those people still sleeping on the roads. Do we think about them? We are going in the car, and when I see an old gentleman, especially a sick gentleman, I cannot see old sick gentlemen on the road, and they are going on a cycle. I get so rad. what happens to me. So maybe my father's an old gentleman, but thank God I'm looking after him. But you know, these are things that we need to think about. We sitting here, everybody, we are so lucky. And I'm not talking about that we're working in the best school and this, that, nothing. Just the fact that we have each other. We have a job, we have a family, and look into yourself, don't look at others. Nobody can make you happy, ये भी मैं आपको बोल चुकी हूँ, है ना? आपको भी पता है, मैंने कोई ज्ञान नहीं दिया. We all have to make ourselves happy, and we have to be happy, otherwise how will we get off the bed? Like Darpan said, how do you get that energy at 7 o'clock? How do I have this energy without eating anything since morning? It's because of this. I could have eaten my lunch, which Bahadur Bhaiya so sweetly said, nahi, khao. I said, no, I want to be there. I missed the morning session. I'm not going to miss this. So that's why I came even before you guys. I ran immediately. Of course, lipstick लगा ली थी मैंने. आजकल तो आदत पड़ गई है. That थोड़ा सा looks भी होना चाहिए. But I was here on time the moment I got free. So nobody forced me, nobody asked me, nobody said you have to be present, कोई attendance नहीं लग रही है, right? So it has to come from inside you. And if you do things that you really love, and if you don't love being a learner or a teacher, then we should be looking at something that actually motivates us. But again, you all are amazing. You all, are doing so much for yourself. We are doing so much for each other. So we can actually become better versions of ourselves for ourselves, not for anyone else. Not for your spouse, not for your parents, not for your children. You have to do whatever you do for yourself. And please, I think I'll take that word off you and you do some sessions also. Self-love is very important. I don't know whether you've done it with them or you've spoken, but self-love has to be there. If you do not love yourself, why should anyone else love you? If you do not respect yourself, why should anyone else respect you? हम expect करते हैं कि दूसरे हमको ये करें, पर हम खुद के लिए तो वो करते ही नहीं हैं. If you don't have time for yourself, why should anyone else have time for you? And if you are not speaking positive about yourself to yourself, so this is called the internal dialogue. Stop yourself and listen to that dialogue. That will tell you everything that you need to know of your state of mind. वही वो बता रहे थे आप कि आपका अगर negative चल रहा है dialogue in your mind, you can smile outwardly, but you cannot be a positive person. Your dialogue inside has to be positive. It can be blank or positive. But if it's angry, regretful, then it is not going to help. क्या हो गया?
She thought I want to ask something.
अच्छा, कोई बात नहीं. I'm there for you. So time कुछ नहीं है वो. Right? So time is of course 3:15, and I'm so grateful for your patience and for this wonderful session. Frankly, I'm that kind of person जो निचोड़ ले बंदे को कि भैया मेरे को और बताओ या lady, like whenever we have sessions, we've always, by the way, had extended timings, because even we feel that if the person has come from somewhere, let's not finish off at 3. We always used to have 4, and then we used to compensate a day. So हम कभी किसी का वो नहीं लेते हैं कि भैया तुम रुको भी और आपको कुछ देंगे भी नहीं. So we used to always give them a day extra, like a leave. But now we want that you should go back home also and spend time with your family. So take this learning, be happy, and see you tomorrow. Happy as ever, cheerful, smart Wonderites. Thank you so much. And thank you, Darpan. You are an amazing speaker and an amazing motivator. And I'm so grateful to you to get the team motivated and charged up. We are about to start the session on the 3rd. So this is amazing. And I'm feeling pretty proud that he's a friend. Yes? So it also shows that like-minded people attract. And by the way, he was attracted, not me. So the best part is that you know that I'm not very into the Facebook and the whatever. But then for the school you have to do everything. मैंने आपको बताया था ना, so I'm using that extra hour in the morning to post about the school and blah blah, and guess what it attracted? Somebody sitting in Hyderabad kept getting suggestions that maybe you should connect with her, Yes, though we had worked about I think 2015, yeah. So I was in the company for longer after he left, but we were there together for 1 year. Yes, and he was my boss.
No.
No, yeah, you were. I was reporting to him. So, and he was my reporting manager, corporate sector में. आप चाहे older हो, आपका reporting manager young and handsome हो सकता है. क्या करें? Unfortunate.
पर आपको बाद में आके पता चलता है that people are like that. पहले बहुत सारा उल्टा बोलेंगे, फिर handsome बोल के कवर करेंगे.
Thank you. I'm very proud to be a part of your life, and he has such wonderful daughters and wife, and we're very unfortunate I could meet her.
She was supposed to come in, and I was telling ma'am.
The younger one had come last time.
Last Sunday.
Yeah, we just met Ishana, and oh my God, अगर father है तो वो set करती है उसको. मैंने देख लिया. He is wrapped around her little finger, and dad यहाँ पे जितना ज्ञान देते हैं ना, daughter 15 minutes can do that. Daughters can do that.
No, my older daughter, she's turned 16, and at the age of 15, she's one of the youngest Indians to have already acquired a degree in MSc in psychology from Yale University. भाव तो है, उसका flip side. मैं जब भी ज्ञान दूँ, Dad, आपके पास डिग्री नहीं है.
So maybe you need to also do that.
No, I get degree now. No, I think this is my degree. No, but this is my degree. Love of people, genuinely. If I leave an indelible mark into people's mind and been able to cause happiness and change in people's life, I think that's bigger than any that paper, right? Genuinely, that's my way to escape studying. And trust you me, I always say this, but I forgot now. Actually, I was a horrible student. Okay, अभी भी सुनने की आदत नहीं है, लेकिन प्रोफेसर हो गया. So I was a very bad student. I couldn't get myself to read and all that. And that was 1996 when I did my 10th grade. And people thought I was a very good dancer. So people used to say, at best you can become a dancer. Like at 34, my first session, when we formed this team in Next Education, I did my first principals workshop, and that was for all, because I studied in Bhavans, all 135. And then I went to my school to do a session teachers as a vengeance. ये मेरा बदला है आप मेरे को बाहर खड़ा करते थे, पनिश करते थे, अब मैं आपको खड़ा होकर डांस करवा रहा हूँ. That's on a light note. That's on a light note. I seek your blessings, your wishes, your support, your love. Trust me, we're going all over the world. And now, of course, we're trying to spread our wings into Chandigarh. Ma'am will discuss more about it. I really hope with this kind of a philosophy and methodology, we're able to bring in some difference in every stakeholder's mind. The principals, the teachers, the students, and more importantly, the parents. They need to be changed a lot, right? We'll try our best. We'll look forward to having your support. Now I think it's become a bit too much. Please carry on. God bless.
Thank you.